step above 100,000 is going to be 1,470,000, somewhere between those two numbers, liters of beer poured out of a brewery that had they were just poorly containing the beer. The resulting wave of torture destroyed the back wall of the brewery. Left into an area of slum dwellers as the sent back. 8 people were killed.
Hey, death by
The brewery
beer.
was nearly bankrupt.
Yeah.
And the brewing industry switched from wood to metal for all of their brewing vats.
Yeah, it's good plan. Kind of seems like the right decision there.
They're like, I guess we're going to be using metal now.
Yeah. This is it. This is going to be her, right? 110 pole is like the shortest pull string ever. Yep. Sir. All right.
Sir.
I'm pulling.
No. We gotta save him.
I'm going to say, we're saving for at least the second half of the next patch. Probably for subsequent patch. I would take some serious arm twisting before I pulled first.
C2 is her range con, right?
Yeah, it's a range con. That's it. No more.
That's all you need.
Don't even need her C2, but her C2 is the greatest bang for your bucks. This moon call also does a damage increase too. Let's see here. What is her damage increase from that? A 20% increase in damage. That's fair. So it goes
Go
from
from
160.
170 to 213.
No, I'm looking at the level 3 to level 4.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah, it goes from 160 to 201.
Yeah. So full charged, it's a 20%. Even on first charge, it's like a 20%. More than 20%. So yeah, it's a significant increase.
How many birthday parties have I had?
旅はいつか終わりを迎える。
I couldn't tell
I
you.
think I had one and nobody showed up.
Yeah, I think we had some depressing birthdays in our past.
Yeah, I had one in elementary school, second grade. I gave the card to
So,
gave a card to Jojo.
can you-
Jojo showed up.
Is there anything
Jojo only
confusing?
showed up. That birthday party went over.
Oh. There's nothing apparently changing. I unlocked it.
15
There's one.
Yeah, and I also remember one where mom invited people I didn't know.
姿を残さ
Families I didn't know.
But it doesn't look any different.
No, it doesn't. And I expected there to be 4 little dots.
Yeah. So I also have a memory of having a birthday party, inviting the whole class, nobody showing up, and mom's friends' kids showing up.
Yeah.
And I didn't know any of them, and it was sucked. Like, who of these don't have kids?
Depressing. Yeah. Depressing birthdays.
They were rude too.
Well, they didn't know you, so like, you know how kids are.
Their parents dragged them there.
Right. Like they didn't want to be there.
Like, my first thought is, why are they being rude? They're getting free cake.
Yeah. Well, not everybody has that kind of perspective.
Think about what you're getting, dumbass. Yeah, depressing birthday parties, and I didn't think I had a birthday party after that.
No, I don't think we did. I mean, we all know how the Lego party fell apart.
Fuck him.
Yeah, I know. It sucked. It's supposed to be a thing.
And then his dad like goes around, and I'm like, what did I do to him? Say he couldn't have my sword?
Yeah.
いざ
Kids were always fucking after those Renfest swords.
I know.
Yeah, it was the
they
coolest
were
thing in
awesome.
the world.
関係者
So like a 12-year-old.
They still are.
Swords are cool. Just in general, swords are.
Yeah, I love the fact that like black moms are like, black Ariel. I can finally relate to Ariel. Black dads looks at Goku with long blonde hair and blue eyes.
That's me.
That's me.
We're gonna make Goku black.
難攻不落
Already is. Already black.
Goku is all. Goku is
お
the
さわり
alien.
禁止
Yes.
Everybody can relate to Goku. Yeah, but
I
also,
mean, I bet what happens to
暗算
that
発
kid
球
is he told his father a version of the story where he added in Salvador's rights. So it
Yes.
wasn't your sword at the beginning, and you just found it.
Right. Even though that wasn't true,
この仕事は排除するべきで
it's
すね
fine.
But
That's how people manipulate stories.
I don't do it as much anymore. I'm working on my lying. I'm lying to the past.
You've been pretty truthful, even when it's hard. That's good.
Mom's stupid. Oh, you won't get in much trouble if you just tell the truth.
Mhm.
That made me lie more.
Yeah,
She
you
was
think?
lying.
But she was lying.
She was lying to you. Like, tell the truth, you won't have a punishment. I tell the truth,
It's
punishment's
punished. Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
also,
recharge.
I love the assumption that Mom made that I was gonna have children. You broke the toy that you were supposed to give to your children. You think your kids are gonna have kids? That's funny.
I know. She was thinking for a second. Yeah, I know. The name dies with
typical for
us.
people to think that.
What?
Oh,
Pretty typical for people to think that.
yeah.
Oh,
And seeing how I'm essentially T for T, it's very unlikely I'll ever have kids.
Well, biological. Maybe you'll choose to wake up.
I mean biological.
Yeah.
Also, that
Biology is not necessary.
that fucking toy, I hate it. Like,
Okay.
actually hated it. It made a shit ton of noise.
But some kids like noisy toys, some kids don't.
If you were to ask what my orientation is, honestly, I would say it's T for T.
There you go. You like a
That's
particular
my
kind
orientation.
My
of girl. Just a
orientation
particular
is-
kind of girl.
My orientation is get to know me first.
Yeah, likewise.
Maybe
I mean that too.
Yes.
But I'm not even going to consider.
Oh.
what's this person?
I've been thinking about
for a
it.
second.
I had a romantic crush on Daryl.
Yeah.
When he broke my shit, I was sad because more than that.
Yeah. Choppy today. Choppity chop chop chop. Yeah, I know. And that explains the level of bitterness you have about it, let's just say.
Also kind of a jerk.
Yeah, he was. But I think that it hits harder when you have feelings for someone when they're a jerk.
I still can't find that pen. Like, I lost it, and I don't want to find it. I got my tablet now.
Yeah. you're
My
good.
tablet's.
I'm glad that you found your tablet, pen, and all that.
I put it in my coat pocket, and I used to put my coat on that basket.
Yeah, you used to dump your coat right in the corner there all the time. So it makes sense that it fell out.
Now my coat just stays in my room or on me.
I hang mine at the door.
Also a good place for coats. Maybe one of the best places for coats.
On me is the best place for coats. Don't lose
But
it
just
in
never take it off.
my
Just
skin.
live in your coat. Yeah, that would be bad.
I did too. I never took it off.
Let's honor this dude. Which makes sense. There we go.
I like how he fixed up the door.
Yeah, it's really cool. He went from kind of a would-be villain to a pretty reverent guy. That's neat.
It was part of Zhao's quest.
Yeah, he's part of Zhao's quest, yes. He's the guy who wore the cursed mask or
難攻不
whatever.
落
召喚化粧
Crazy. By the time Jing shows his second skill out, one of the enemies is gone. The end of the match.
Yeah. What did you think of the pyro event, or have you not done it yet?
I've not done-
Yeah, his gimmick is weird. He gets his little seeds at the beginning of the battle instead of after you bind him down. So you're just like periodically you bang on his seeds a little bit, I guess.
I guess I'll take Ayaka and Mona to that team. You said Pyra?
Yes, Pyrohypostasis.
Yeah, I'll take Ayaka and Mona then.
I was able to one cycle him with Yelan and Child the first time, and then in extreme mode, I barely didn't one cycle him. He had just a little tiny hair of health that I had to go through.
Deal with Pyro everywhere.
Yep, it's all Pyro enemies, so like,
Not the environment.
yeah, there's a Pyro answer thing, but it's not like the ley line.
I like the ley line.
It's the enemies get a Pyro buff,
お触り禁止
style.
Just means I know they go.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, thanks for putting an elemental aura on everybody.
相関化粧
Really? I think I'll
お
only
触り
get
禁止
I had
ついていきます
Yeah, I went almost mono. I had put Zhongli in there for insurance, but really all I used was the elemental child.
my homage.
The buffs also affect Hydro characters. Like
次の仕
they
事は
actually reward mono Hydro for this one.
岩山八九
Shoot.
無駄な努力をやめたら
Yeah.
やっ
Yeah.
やっ
I'll keep Mona around.
Oh, Mona should be able to one-shot his little seeds,
剣女盤石
so that's nice too.
Or her dad.
Or her dash, that's true. It's a hard vaporize. A lot of elemental application from Mona.
いざ
もっと早くやっ
Out of ore again. I have to mine ore. I took like 2 days off of mining ore, and now I'm back in mining mode. I should also probably do artifacts. Yeah, a lot of boring stuff to do today. It's alright, I'm just sitting chat. We're all down here at once, so that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
いざ
I'm not probably very audible though.
I turned the
Way over
microphone.
here.
I turned the microphone a little bit, so at least it's pointing generally your direction. We'll see
That's
how it
good.
turns out. And again, I have separate audio tracks now, so I
天理チョーク
can mess it.
Yeah.
I can always do a cut and then boost your audio for when you're talking. That would be a lot of editing. That'd be fun. Maybe while you're discussing the beer flood, I could boost your audio. We'll see if I can do that in post. Getting better and better at doing post edits. Audio visuals. But yeah, if you watch that video I made, it was work.
難攻不落
Like I had to do all sorts of stuff. I had to do all these pans and zooms because I didn't want the screen face that I've got necessarily there unless I was talking.
My posts on Tumblr saying that the one
Yeah,
have some, not many,
yeah.
but hey,
Ganza
somebody
Nice
go
to
into
kiss
this
you.
tags noticed they gave me a vlog.
Did you see my shit post that I made when I was at store?
I vaguely remember.
I said that going to the trending tab and it's and reblogging everything you see is just the social media equivalent of the human sentence. Because it's on trending because people have reblogged it.
Oh.
And if you reblog it because it's trending, you're reblogging the reblogs because they're reblogged. So you're taking somebody else's shit and you're reblogging it for someone else to look at.
That Tumblr functions. That's how Tumblr.
That's how Tumblr functions. Tumblr is the social media human centipede.
That's literally how your posts get around. One person sees it, reblogs it. Next person sees it because it got reblogged.
Right.
剣女盤石
Though there's one post I saw today where somebody said they will actually film a remake of Goncharov if they get enough reblogs. I hope that happens. I hope somebody actually tries to film a remake of Goncharov. Makes me laugh so hard to think about it. But it's been
Honestly,
I'm
I think
laughing.
it's best if there's no canon material.
Oh, I know. It's a remake. I mean, it's still just a remake, right? It's not the original movie.
But still, it feels a little.
It does. But it also is funny. Just like whatever. Wherever the meme goes is funny. Like it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to make sense. Nothing has to make sense.
It probably says like one thing.
It was it was a lot of retweets. I reblogged it. I thought it was funny. Like, sure. Make a remake of Goncharov. See if you can reach the epic mastery of that movie.
行こ
Excuse me.
ういざ
Oh, and in family news, so I did a little looking up concerning Bluetooth. So as far as I can tell, I didn't like confirm in the specifications. You can only be sending the same signal to up to 2 devices at once with the Bluetooth standard. There's a whole bunch of products from various companies bridging either USB on a PC or aux out to Bluetooth, and most of them support true outputs. So I got one that's PC friendly. So what we'll do for the Tails streams is I'll get that plugged in, and then we'll have it connect to both your earphones and Noah's earphones. But we'll still need to use the splitting app,
Splitting out.
to it and to my earphones. That will allow us to have 3 outputs from it, which will be pretty cool. And that way Noah can play, and it'll be wireless for you and Noah, so that'll be a little less cords dangled together. And then Noah can even wireless his controller. So, starting Monday, Noah can join us in couch co-op when he feels like it. So starting Monday night, if you want to join me and Artemis in couch co-op, don't feel good. But just like with Vesperia, you can drop in and out as much as you feel. You don't have to like. It's not like it's. It's just whatever you want to do. All right. Have fun with the pyrostasis. Remember.
風の行く先をもみちばを散らまく惜しみかかれ
I have this thing. I sent this as a reply
Mm-hmm.
in the group chat.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you have the question, and then it'll give you all these things to reply with.
Oh
And
yes.
notification. And
Some
it's a
of
question towards another person.
Yes. Or when like my favorite is the auto replies. For some reason, they're always negative. They're always like, I don't know, or I'm not sure.
Or,
And I'm like,
okay.
why would I answer that way? Like, why is it like the other day, Stacy was asking me a question. And I had the answer, obviously. It was a question I could answer, but like all of the auto replies were like, I don't know, search me. I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, are auto replies just generally non-committal?
Yes.
So.
If you're getting questions out of fine.
You don't fucking care, right? Exactly.
Hypostatic sync was easy. This time.
Yeah, it is.
It's
also
my friend,
better.
Ayla is becoming an astrology girl.
Oh, it happens. You support her in her hobby is what you do. It's because astrology is a fun hobby that some people have. And it's a lot better than, being a religious person. Yeah, it's the camera.
Really ring light?
Yeah, and the ring light kind of gives my face a little more human appearance.
Looks like a zombie when it's not.
Yeah, and this light is only illuminating the green scene, so there's a nice uniform green.
No,
That light's been
forever.
around forever.
This is a broken light that's been down here forever.
Yeah, we don't need. I've thought about asking you for your photography stuff, but at the same time,
I'm
wing
sure I
it.
don't.
颯のこと
So this software supports blue too.
痛がっちゃいない。
The software I'm using supports blue as well. So I don't know if your
It has to be
backdrops.
absolutely pure blue.
Right. It has to be a particular kind. Yes.
許さ
I
ない。
also saw
Yes. I tried. Yeah. I played with that. The
I'm
software.
not sure that the backdrops like blue.
Yeah. They kind of have some. I mean, that's why the green screen is a little pricey. Not terribly expensive. Sure.
I told them to leave it on the porch,
Okay.
and you can leave it on the porch too, because it's.
Oh, okay. All right. I won't try to drag it in then. That's fine.
Don't try and bring it in.
Well, when you get home, though, come get me and we'll list it.
風の赴くままに
Okay.
捕まえた。かかれ。
Oh, fun. I love it. Uh-huh.
Just smooths it out.
Oh.
Actually, that's
She
actually
winces every time
Oh,
we
yeah.
go down there.
Oh, I know.
that curb's not that bad.
But it
I can
hurts her hips.
skateboard down that curb.
Yeah, but it hurts her.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
cool.
No, that's super sweet.
You and I will put it together.
Yes,
sometime. It's
yeah,
in
we
like
could.
4 pieces.
Oh, we want to piece it together. Yeah.
Well, if they put it on the porch, well, leave it alone.
Yeah,
If they
we should.
don't, I don't know if
急がなくてもいいのよ。
the boxes are raw.
We have no
It comes in
idea.
4-foot sections.
We'll figure it out. I'll maybe be clever about how I
It's
conceal it.
only half. Take it away. Buy the other
You'll
half.
dry the other half. Oh boy. I hope that, well, if the homeowner association gives you shit, say it's.
Well, I've seen a couple of these in the neighborhood.
いや、
Yeah, I've seen something like that.
急
Yeah.
がなくてもいいのよ。
Yeah, actually, they have them at the skate park.
Oh, they
They
do.
have them where?
The skate park. The skate park. It comes off the road,
Yeah.
so they have little black ramps on the curb. The skate park, so skateboarders can go up on it.
Cool.
What it is about. Curbs.
Yeah, they used to like.
急が
Well,
な
I
くてもいい
remember,
の
you
よ。
remember at the old house, they like we had that concrete curb. It was a
風の行く
concrete
先
ride
を
on the street, but the city came in and just ground it away one day because it was obstructing the drainage. Yeah, they just they're like, nope, and they wanted to charge us like, remember that?
Yeah, people put cement in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the city came and ground it
Water
away.
came through.
Yeah, right, and even
This
some of them.
black thing's got a pipe underneath.
That's what's important. So good.
Hey, two cars or one?
No, it's a single color.
It was 2 colors at
風を
once.
知れ
Yeah, I know. I'm aware, but that's not a uniform color.
Yes, it is. It's straight blue.
Well,
Across.
if we really want to, there are green screen fabrics that you could get. That's not that we could just lay over.
We
the
can get the same color blanket, and we can just lay it on the couch.
Right. The particular tone of green in a green screen is industry standard. So if we wanted to hide our dirty leather couch that we've had for 10 years,
Green blanket.
we could put a green screen blanket over it.
We have one at the school. We use it during. We
Oh,
would
this
have used it during our little news
Yes.
thing.
Pyros.
急が
Yeah.
なくてもいいのよ。
I'm running full mono hydro.
Yeah.
Fucking my elementary school is the only school I've had that had the news. The elementary school news.
Yeah.
That is like in TV shows and shit.
Uh-huh.
We actually had
You actually
kids
did
do
that?
it, and I got to do it once.
You get to be on the news.
I got to be on the elementary school news. It was every morning. She'd pull up the fucking TV and we'd watch it in the morning.
And they had a green screen for that?
Yeah, and they had a fucking green screen blanket because they sit on the couch in the fucking office, and it was super cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
And then I got to 5th grade and I did
And
it
you're
once,
like,
and then
what?
they ended it.
Oh, is it because she doesn't do it anymore, or the
This
teacher?
is the teacher.
急
Yeah,
が
the
なく
teacher
ても
left.
いいのよ。
The teacher who was doing it moved to the middle school. and then they had it for the middle school for like 3 years. And then when I got to the middle school, it was over. And then like kids in my school class, we did a little movie time after a game, and they're like, schools don't do this news thing, and this is BS. And I'm like, I had it happen.
Yeah.
Mr. Thomas is like, whoa, because he had it happen at Frederick before, because he went to Frederick and now he teaches at Frederick.
Yeah. It happens to some people, but never leave.
Mr. Wellman is he came in and I'm like, yo, you teach at Frederick? And he's like, I went to Frederick. Actually, this story is a little bit more complicated than that. I went over to the jazz band of his graduating year photo that I had on the wall. It's the best jazz bands in Frederick's history. Because yep. There's little holes in the fence, so she can go through them.
What? She
Jumped it. What?
Well, it's because.
Oh, it's because of the new Sayu Mona thing.
Yeah.
One time. What fence? I guess she could walk over the fence.
Yeah. So.
What about this? Oh, that one's. Yep.
It's slow, but she can do it. Yeah, in the graduating year, I went over to the photo because they had the best jazz band. They won first place in a couple of competitions.
Really?
痛がっちゃいない
I go over to it, and there's Wellman, young Wellman, with his trombone just right there, senior year, and I'm like, whoa!
That's great.
And I went over to him, and I'm like, you went to Frederick? And he actually pulled out his old leather jacket.
The Dave, my friend Dave, he was an award-winning jazz band player, and he is now the director of the music program at our old high school. It happens. My friend Dave is still there.
He has he still has his leather jacket, and it's the same design as the ones that we bought last year. They've changed it now because Golden Eagles.
Right.
Fucking hell.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to get into mascot.
Warriors. It was a Native American man fighting a bear and winning.
Yeah, I get it, but we don't. But we have performative political correctness in this town. Performative. It's
Fucking
not.
tank brain.
It doesn't make sense. It's actually done in spite. Like instead of like.
It's Saint Brain.
It's Saint Brain. It's
Not Frederick. Frederick was okay with it.
Again, all governments in this country are really into performative political correctness. They will ban a word or a term in the same breath that they steal native land, right? like,
They're like,
we're going to be more
warriors.
respectful to natives. Oh, so you're giving back their land? No. So what are you doing? We're renaming all our football teams. Well, that's nice, but that's not what you should be doing. You should be giving back the land to the natives and honoring the treaty. Oh no, we would never do that. We're just gonna rename our sports teams.
And like,
it's performance.
how about you
correctness.
shoot everybody on the Supreme Court for?
We don't. No.
Fucking
Absolutely not. We do not talk about violence. We do not believe in violence in this house. Period. Violence does not solve problems. Violence creates new problems.
They need to get off the Supreme Court. Like
They need to restructure it.
They're trying to take back the bill.
捕まえた
Stop Native American from being.
Yeah. Well, do you want to hear some sad news? Know who Ruth Bader Ginsburg is? She's the one with the silly collar that all the liberals just love.
I thought she was dead.
She is. But if you look at her rulings, she has tons of rulings against natives.
Oh my god.
The liberal, oh my gosh, paragon of liberal virtue did not respect native peoples at all. And because it was never about
急がなくてもいいのよ
As much as the liberals want to be socially progressive, the last thing they want to do is give up the economic power gained. Give up the economic power they have occupying native land.
Exactly. So, at the end of the day, nobody is protecting native people in this world, unfortunately, in this country at least. And it's a crime.
Fucking fight for themselves.
It's a crime.
Canada's doing it too.
I know Canada's got the same problem.
The
Same.
fucking forever half-mast while still taking people's native land.
I know.
The forever half-mast thing in Canada, it would have been better if they, instead of making it half-mast, they should have said, for every child that was killed, for every person that was taken and converted to Christianity, we have it down for a day.
Yeah.
It does the same thing.
Then they'd have to count. They don't want to count. The problem is they want, again,
They already have the numbers.
but they would have to confront that number every day. Oh, it is day 4,523 counted out of the bodies buried in the walls of Catholic mission schools.
You know
right?
how many bodies they found?
I can't.
500 million.
Million?
No.
500,000?
No.
No. Like last I heard, it was like actual bodies found. It was in the 5,000 or 6,000.
Yes. 5 or 6,000.
That's why I said that number.
Yeah, 5 or
急がなく
6,000.
てもいいのよ
No, 13K.
風を知れ
Across every.
借りなく時
Across the
風
bodies
の
found in
赴く
churches.
ままにそれ
Yes.
Ones in the
急がなくて
walls.
ね
But
But
they
like,
would have
the
to.
whole forever half-mast thing was for all of the crimes.
Yeah, so they don't have to
did.
count.
So they don't have to count. Because if they actually counted a day each, they would have to remind themselves.
Oh, this is day
Of the system.
3,000 of the 13,000 kids we found in the church's walls.
Exactly. So again, liberalism is all about performance. You know, when I learned what I learned about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I wasn't like she wrote the opinion. Like she wasn't just a participant. She was the instigator of injustice against Native people in our lifetime. And that's not surprising, but it's a wake-up call. But it should tell you, you know, structurally our government is designed to exploit. That's-
急がなくて
Built
もいい
on
のよ
exploitation, why would it be designed for
This
anything
is
else?
it's a country literally built by slaves. Right? Like they built our monuments and our buildings
風を知
for
れ
fear.
Big tower.
Takes a
The
restructure.
big tower in Washington.
Yes,
One of the slaves.
all watchers of Spider-Man now know that
風
monument
の
was
赴くま
built
まに
by slaves.
I did that before.
I know, but now we all get to learn it from Spider-Man.
I liked her character.
I loved her character,
was
too.
great. It would have replied to a text that wasn't me. I just like turned my data and my file.
Yeah. This is going to be an expensive song
You cool.
data, by the way.
I don't know what the fuck is happening. 3 gigabytes off Google Drive. Just nom.
Yeah, I my usage is pretty high this month too, though. So I'm not exactly sure why, but it's frustrating. For sure, it is frustrating.
It's had me use 1.78.
Yeah, your usage is fine. I checked your usage; it's reasonable.
It's just the music I've been playing on Bluetooth.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I'm willing to pay for the data to listen to the fun music that you find and play for us on the car. That's Noah's just like, we didn't get anything from that. He just turned data on to check his grades, and in the background, like the phone decided to update the operating system on data or something. I'm not exactly sure what happened. It was not fun.
So, and I assume he has auto app updates.
Don't assume anything.
They're off now.
Don't assume anything. Still.
I said it out loud with him in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned them off the moment this thing
So
happened.
what? So you're done with Genshin for a bit? What's your plan now? Well, then that's what I'm asking. Like, what are you up to?
Probably water.
Food and water? Gotta get some stuff. I fed him a big hefty bagel and some coffee earlier, but I don't think it's anything. I wonder if Yalan can dash through this fence. Let's find out.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, she wiggled through that little gap right there.
So. 2, 4, 5. 2, 3 normal attacks from
赴くまま
Nadia.
に
Look out again.
風の雲の行くごと
Yeah, she's an enabler, both on and off field. That's what she does.
An extremely useful character to have. I have no. I was listening to. I was going through old streams, right? And at one point, you're talking about whether we should wish for
急が
sight.
なくてもいいのよ
And I'm like, no, same for Nida. I have no regrets for that decision at all.
Funny thing is, Nanida's the only character who's right up.
Yeah, it's almost like you have to have both to get the benefit. But even then,
But you can also get the same damage off of Raiden, which you've had more opportunities in the past to get. And we'll have another
yeah,
opportunity
they announced they're gonna rerun Raiden second half.
So,
諦めて
you could just run Raiden.
But
She would deal more damage than he does.
yeah, but also, you know, but she doesn't tell bad jokes. I don't
She's
think she
very
tells
bad at
jokes.
that. She's very bad at it.
Actually, I don't think she tells jokes at all. I don't think she understands what a joke is, actually.
ここ
Nico so wishes she did.
Yes.
Save this cookie for after.
Yes, after dinner we'll eat our brownie cookie. This stream brought to you by Crumble Cookie.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if they exist outside.
風の行く先
It might just be a Colorado company. I don't know. Dox ourselves too. Of course, we've been doxxed. We did another video we did.
Also, on your YouTube channel, you have videos that were clearly taken.
Yeah, I know. It would take some people a quarter of a second to figure out where we live.
But figure out what state.
Yeah, exactly. State's enough. It's all right. I have a crossbow if anybody comes to our house. So I do need to make friends with the sheriff if we're worried about being doxxed.
急がなくてもいいのよ
How I would make friends.
I think stand your ground applies to it.
It's better to make my day. So the law here is if someone's on private property, you have to give them a verbal notice. And if they do not vacate, you can protect yourself. You cannot use booby traps or automated weapons. Those have been ruled in violation of the law.
Because they break the verbal law.
Yes. So, but the law in Colorado is if someone is on your property and you inform them that they must leave, and they do not make any effort to leave, you can use deadly force to defend yourself. That said, if you do that, be prepared to go to court. It is
But the existence of that law is to make people think twice before trespassing.
yes,
Because they'll think about that law and say, well, I don't feel like dying.
right. Not that I would use deadly force. I wouldn't want them to die, but you can also use
You can use
incapacitating
you
force.
can use any amount of force. Right. That's what. If you're authorized to use deadly force, you're authorized to use less than deadly force.
Yeah, so that's the way the law is in Colorado, which is not a stand your ground law, which is what they have in Florida.
What's stand your ground?
Stand your ground is a looser, basically, if you feel like somebody is a threat to you or your community, you can use deadly force.
Whereas this one's very specifically
To
worded.
your
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that it's worded.
Well, stand your ground is relatively new in the legal system, whereas the Colorado Make My Day law has been around, I think, since the 60s or 70s, for a very long time. So it has a lot more legal precedence. Well, that's the whole reason for the booby trap provision. Like, that was not written to the law. Somebody set up a booby trap on their property, and somebody died. The family sued, and that's when the determination was made that was not a legal exercise of the law.
It's cool when you look up these things. You look up a law.
Mhm.
Benchmark cases regarding the law are parts of that information.
Yes, because we that's part of. Say what you will about the United States legal system. The United States legal system is about the courts interpreting laws, and those cases are crucial to
But like
the.
if you go look it up and go to the website where they have all the laws,
Yeah, they have to have the
benchmark cases are listed, and they'll say what the determination, the date that it started to be determined that way.
Right, because if let's say there was another Make My Day law claimed by someone, if the court, if it was in a special case that was different enough from existing case law, whichever court heard that case could set precedent for future cases. So if there was like a Make My Day situation where, I don't know, the person who was trespassing was deaf, and a verbal warning wasn't sufficient for the non-hearing person to hear, that would probably lead to a situation where the law would say, no, in order to, you have to provide more than just one form of warning. You have to have a sign, and you have to have verbal, and then you have to have a third, you have something that a non-hearing person would
Sign.
recognize.
Many people keep signs.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, but let's say there's somebody who didn't have a sign, and a non-hearing person wanders onto their property. That would turn into a benchmark case, if that hasn't already.
I'm not.
Yeah, I don't want to look it up. It makes me sad. Don't worry. But that probably wasn't in the original law, whereas the courts will have to interpret the intent and the practice of that law this precedent. And we just dearly hope that our courts are.
Merchants is a kind of used to carry subjects.
Whiff. Oh, insanity.
かかれ
Sad. You have to remember, when I'm using Elan, I don't actually have to hit the target on the first shot. It's optimal to shoot the ground. Because unlike Ganyu, who gets a double hit, you just shoot the ground.
捕まえた
風を知れ
Okay.
急がなくてもいいのよ
Well, I did this one already. I don't know where I'm going next. If there's even another. So I did this whole area. I did this area. I would not be shocked if I made count on those. Yep, let's count. Okay.
Wasn't too bad today.
No, the event was very reasonable. I had fun with it. It was definitely fun to stomp on the pyrohypostasis.
I like the exchanges a lot because they allow somebody who desperately needs a material right now not to wait.
Yeah. The shops are a great mechanism for event stuff.
It also means that low performance, you still get gems, you just get less rewards.
Yep. And you can, I guess, usually last Mora or whatever, right?
Go for more or less.
I usually do.
More can be obtained with less.
Yep.
All the reward codes. Collecting the reward codes I entered yesterday.
Ah, yeah.
暗算八九。
ついていきます。
難攻不落。
Lona has good stats.
Oof. With man,
17,
shots are bad.
67 attack. 61 23 crit, and 190 recharge. His skill does not hit that.
No, it doesn't. It's kind of a low quality hydro application. That's about it.
剣女盤石。
Also,
瑠璃のように落ちなさい。
諦めなさい。降参しなさい。はっと。ゆっ。
Stellaris Phantasm has hard roll.
What does? Oh, well, yeah, Stellar Phantasm? Yes. Yeah,
But
that's what makes up for it.
Only at level 9, it's only 752. There are characters with big roll skills.
Yeah, like Yae. Yae at level 8 is
But
like 2,000.
you know what I can vapor.
Vaporize is strong.
And it always gets its damage bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Always, right. 20! Yay, okay.
So really, it's the illusory bubble explosion damage times 1.58.
I gotta make some more spark buses. But that's expected, I was farming them.
So she actually gets. She essentially has a damage gain, because I believe the illusory damage bonus is independent from
Yes.
other bonuses.
It's part of the reason it's such a powerful thing, because it is a enemy-based damage modifier, not an attacker-based damage modifier. So it's calculated separately.
It actually ends up being, at level 9, she actually ends up with a scaling of 1,188.
Yeah. And vape.
Which is going to be double, I think.
Yep, it's double. Or better, depending on your EM.
Which means that really, she's dealing the damage of 2,376
Which beats
of her
Yae.
attack.
Which beats Yae. Doesn't beat Ayaka, though. But Ayaka is
Ayaka's
ridiculous.
A DPS. She's not a support. Also, Ayaka can use Mona's thing.
Yeah, you can stack
You've got 58 on top of hers.
it. 8, 10. Have to get to 24, I think. Do I have the money? Hopefully I do. I do not have the money, so let's get Cookie. I don't have that. Just use what's it called? Transient. Just get it done.
Wanna watch the defunct one? On...
Yes, I heard about that. I want to hear that too. We'll watch it after this. Watch it after stream. Or I can change my stream to just chat and watch it live. Let's do that.
Watch it off stream. I would rather watch it.
Thing is, you probably get a copyright strike.
やっぱり自分の目で見てこそ
Video.
世界の美しさを感じられる
Defunct one was very careful, but Twitch does all automatic rarely lets you view it.
Yes, it's pretty intense.
振動の権限
Kaboom! Reverse is so satisfying. uh.
いずれにせよ魔人もいつかは消滅する時が来るかの者らの物語が
Friendship 5 with
この世界
Yae
から消え
Almost
二度と
there.
人々の記憶に残らないとしたらそれはとても
Almost to all the
残念な
dialogue
ことじゃ
Yeah, 6 is the dialogue.
その者たちの物語を書く資格のある者は優れた思考と執筆力を兼ね備えている必要があるこの世にそのようなものがおらぬのならば育てればよいそれら物語を書くことのできる作家をな
Now we read what she just said.
The
She
Weasel
just said
Thief
this.
Commission is so silly.
Even supernatural beings eventually pass away, including gods. It's a terrible shame when their tales are lost to time along with them, never to be remembered again. The problem is, only those with first-class writing and composition skills are qualified to commit these stories to paper. If there's no qualified writing talent in the world, we must cultivate it. Yes, homegrown writers are what we need, capable of adequately capturing these stories of the written word. So the reason she runs a publishing house is she is using it to cope with the death of A's sister. That's how she has
doesn't
processed her
she
pain.
She doesn't want a tragedy of somebody being forgotten like that to happen ever again.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. The fact that she and
I'm
A are
literally-
the only ones who remember.
I'm literally tearing up just thinking about it.
Like, she and
But
A are the
it's
only
so
ones
sweet.
who know.
Right, and travel. But so she created a light novel publishing house as a way of
teach
coping,
people.
but also as a way of coping with the death. Wow. Okay, that's really intense. Oh, jeez. All right, cool. My respect for Yaemiko continues to grow. Whew, okay. I'm barely gonna have enough money. Okay. And perfect. Broke again.
視覚障はあくまで技術の専門性を評価するためのもので、それに注いだ努力や思いを数値化することはできない。それ
I just cut her off. Whatever. Let's see what she has to say. Profile, Ascension, Final. Certificates are useful for judging professional skills, but they fail to measure the amount of effort or emotional investment involved. Our friendship has gone beyond something that can be expressed with a simple thank you. Let me express my feelings by always giving you the very best of my abilities. So Kuki's ascension is, I've been holding back this whole time. That means Kuki's done. Well, not done. I gotta dump books on her for the next 2 days. But
That's the easy part.
yeah, it's easy. Oh, I think I just finished my ley lines. Not that it matters, but it's there.
全部丸見えね。邪魔しないで。
具現化せよ律令直。
しっかり立ってな。
7 on
知識はあなたに
You just spend it.
Yeah.
せ
How is guy? The guy's doing serious damage. With Naida, she's unstoppable. You gotta have someone to keep these two alive, and they just demolish them. Cool. Oh, I have to actually collect from it. Grr. And back to mining, and then we'll wrap up. We can watch that YouTube we were talking about. Yeah, I literally teared up thinking about that. That's funny. Well, the A story is really kind of sweet and sad too, so it makes sense.
Yeah. 相関化粧。次の仕事は。
いざ。難攻不落。
This lesbian-looking character who's hanging out in Pokemon.
Yeah?
Apparently, they have this long ponytail. Combination design thing.
Yeah.
There's a joke about how one of their Pokemon is like mudfish thing. Just constantly tries to eat her ponytail.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to jump
Because
on
it
it.
hangs close to the ground. So it's like,
Oh, come on, so it's trying to catch it like
Pokemon's
a
like,
cat. That's
She has to turn around and go, no, stop eating my hair.
That's adorable. Why'd you have to make this terrible crunch game so adorable?
The writing is
Yeah, top
good.
notch.
Character design is good.
Crunch.
Game
Crunch is
design
bad.
and when it came to game design and actual software development, they didn't have time.
Oh my god. Speaking of game design, that same guy who did the exploits have consequences video. So he's in the wild, right? And he's like on the ocean or whatever, doesn't matter. He's like, wait a second, I can just run and the Pokemon stays. So he runs and then he throws a quick ball, catches it. Counter rare Pokemon. Throw a quick ball. Doesn't work? Run. Re-encounter them. Throw a quick ball. Rinse and repeat. Carry around 99 quick balls. Never fight a Pokemon. Just
Catch and run.
catch and run, catch and run.
Lead
Yeah.
with a very fast Pokemon.
Lead with a fast Pokemon. Use quick balls. Run. Well, there's even abilities that guarantee escape. Like you could even go as far as to have like a smoke screen or whatever the ability is that always
難攻
works
不落。
for flee. Or lead with a. I don't think they have the two-headed. Anyhow, but yeah, lead with a Pokemon that either has an escape move or is very high speed and
Your
just use quick
Pokemon
balls.
doesn't like board. They force the battle to end. Actually, that might make the Pokemon you're fighting disappear.
Yeah, I think you have to flee.
Escape moves don't work.
But if you can run, that's what matters. Is you gotta run. So yeah, that's a thing now. Because in other previous Pokemon games, when you fled, the Pokemon would despawn. For obvious reasons, because quick balls exist.
Well, no, because of how they programmed the game.
All that. But, like, quick balls are a thing.
Quick balls were designed knowing that you would be able to encounter the Pokemon again.
Right. It's gone. It's gone forever. But, like, no, in this game, they're persistent objects on the map, so you can just keep rolling until you get what you want in terms of the catch. And like first round quick balls were pretty good. I don't remember exactly what their catch rate was, but it was better than an ultra ball.
On the first turn.
On the first turn, yeah. So yeah, just do that. Keep, rinse, repeat. No difficulty. But yeah, he's like, wait, that's all we have to do? Yep. That is all you have to do. And, you know, it's not foolproof, but, like, for the most part, it's good.
Game design.
Game design is hard. Like, we've talked about this before. Making good games is difficult. And the things that make some games good
Make others bad.
make others bad. And so you have to choose which... You have to choose and be smart about which
There are
techniques
games
to
where
use.
that's a viable thing to do.
Yeah.
Those are games with stealth as a built-in aspect.
Oh yeah, stealth... But yeah,
Stealth games, running away and coming back is what you do.
That's a reasonable... Yeah, in fact, they do that in Horizon all the time. You can be in a boss battle. Clever, and if you're
Hide.
fast, you can hide. And they're like, where did she go? And they're like, trying to find you. Oh my gosh, it's so
Sneak up on
funny.
them.
They have special dialogues for
Yeah.
when you do that. Oh, it's
What's
so
funny?
fun.
Though sometimes you'll assassinate somebody. They won't actually see you, but they'll still do the where did she go. It's like, how do you know it's a girl killing your men?
Yeah, how do you know? Well, her reputation precedes her. As they say.
Yeah, I took care of the bandit camp to do the whole challenge thing.
Mhm.
Fighting 3 bears at once, though.
Yeah, that was intense.
Well, he'll keep the aggro on one for you.
True.
Yeah, and you're able to sneak around. Essentially, the secret to the bears is you blow up the batteries on them.
Yep.
You can blow up the batteries on their back. They become much easier to deal with. At that point, you can just smack them.
But it's interesting also in terms of good game design. So, you know, Frozen Wilds, so you have that fight where he's maintaining the aggro and you're taking out the opponents. The final boss fight is just that times 2.
Because you got 2.
Now you're 2 people. That's it. Like, it's still the same. They're again, good games and bad games. Good games. They play. That's like writing music, right? You play the theme. You introduce the listener to the theme. And then when you're convinced that the listener has completed their understanding of the theme, you start to run variations.
So what's interesting, you enter the Frozen Wilds and encounter a Damon
Yeah,
laser or whatever.
right. It's the meat.
It's the meat wall. Charges at you. It's nasty.
Very
you have to
fast.
fight it to get through.
Yeah, it's very fast.
And that pretty much teaches you the speed of the new enemies. Later on in the story, you encounter a bear. It's the same as the previous thing, but more health, different element. But it fights similar.
Yes, it's the same. It's a similar
You
feel.
fight one of it. And then the next time, fight 3 of them, but with a partner.
Yep. And then finally, they change the element. In the final battle, it's still a bear, but it's a different element. It's a less simple element to counter. Let's just
It's
say.
a shock bear.
No? See, the originals. I don't
The
remember.
ice bear.
Are ice? I think it's fire.
Fire bear.
I think it's
So you gotta
fire.
freeze it this
You have to
time?
freeze it if you're gonna use elemental.
Well,
attacks.
luckily, if you do the what's it called, quest line. Get a super cool freeze coil.
Yes, you do.
The dam quest line. Do the dam quest line. At the end, there's a chest with a unique freeze coil.
Yep.
That has shock and corruption as its secondaries. And it's just better
It's just good. Yeah.
剣女盤
than
石
any other freeze coil you have.
部外者禁
I
止
think it actually is the maximum value a freeze coil can have at 55.
Again, it's good game design. Like, oh, here's some optional content that greatly assists you in the final boss.
They also give you, by doing the bandit camp, if you decide to do the bandit camp, that means you end up with all 3 elemental spheres. Nothing to shoot the element. But you end up with a flamethrower, you end up with a shock thrower, and you end up with an ice thrower.
Yep.
The ice thrower comes from the Banuk chieftain. So
And he also uses it.
So you can use that weapon in the fight against the boss. And of course, I didn't give that enchantment to his weapon because his weapon's 1 element. I gave it to the new warbow because warbow is all 3 things it enhances. I wonder if there's any others scattered around, like unique coils for the.
Yeah, there are some.
I assume, it's pretty likely that there's a handling and fire one laying around somewhere.
There are. There's basically you can run all the unique coils. In the final.
And they go on the main 3 bows, I assume. The Banuk clear.
部外者
Then you
禁止
It's actually a skill I haven't grabbed yet.
お下がり禁止
I'm done with my Genshin.
Cool. I could be done if I wanted to. Oh, we finished trying to find this mining spot, which is definitely
Minus heart.
I'm having no luck. I bet it's in a different chamber entirely. Sumeru, it's like, oh yeah,
Right there.
we reported some strange ore in an area that's only accessible with a quest where you unlock a mystical instrument. How did anyone find it? How did somebody report that? It's so well hidden. What's going
That
on?
might be above ground.
Actually, it's not above ground, but actually I had another thought. It could be in the boss room. So let me try one more time. Try the boss room and then watch the Disney theme video. That's right. It might actually just... I think actually there is a mining area around the boss room. Because there's a back exit to the boss room. Oh!
よいしょ
So it's really funny. I was looking at the Chainsaw Man endings and on YouTube, and YouTube now shows the most replayed parts of
次の仕事は
videos.
Interesting. Like the hottest parts of videos.
Like, yeah, the parts that people will play multiple times for reference. Right? And the most replayed part of one of the Chainsaw Man was with the character doing was where a character was doing it here. You know, a lot of people wait, go back, pause, play pause, play pause, play pause. There's the frame!
Just to try to cap it.
Just so you can. I don't blame them, I was doing the same!
You're like, just like everybody else was doing. Here, while I'm finishing this up, you should watch the video I made. It's very short and there's very little audio other than game track. I only talk in it for like 10 seconds. Yep, it's this one. Enough of that.
Can't collect them.
But yeah. Also watching to see my hopefully not vertigo-inducing editing skills. Still working on pan and zoom.
One of my favorite fucking right? I'm so upset. Why? What happened? Shut the fuck up. Okay, go. I hope you stay upset. I hope you get more sad.
Yeah, like you being a jerk. I'm just trying to be nice.